to the ceiling, feeling good, we gon' make it to the finish. Yes, sweet victory, you hear me? Alley, if you feel me, yeah, we still running even though.
What's up, Pride? So we're starting a new series called Saturday Scares.
So this is a highly requested series that we start. So basically what Saturday Scares is going to consist of, it's going to be of urban legends, paranormal stories, conspiracy theories, anything that's going to scare you. Just be on the lookout for that on Saturdays. But we thought today we would kind of give you guys a little
Sneak
teaser
peek.
or a sneak peek of what to expect every Saturday. Now, obviously, a new video will be up this Saturday, so keep an eye out for that. And
Let's get into it. Ooh,
okay.
that gave me chills. So today we're going to be talking about an urban legend called Third Bridge, and it's here in Colorado. It hits right here in home. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. It is pretty scary since it's so close to us. I was thinking about going there, but she won't let me. Yeah, maybe I'll go in 21 days.
Then he could sleep outside because he's not bringing any kind of spirits back. How about that?
Got the power of God.
Okay, so our first urban legend, as he said, is about Third Bridge. This is an urban legend that's here in Colorado, and this is an actual bridge that's in Aurora, Colorado. It carries over County Line Road above the Kiowa Creek. That's a dried out creek that's here in Colorado now.
So there have been reports of drums, horse hooves, ghosts of Indians or Native Americans, and teens that died in a car crash. There are also reports of screams, babies crying, phantom cars, so cars that disappear when you approach them, flashes of lights, and girls crying and then disappearing.
Yes, so the two main stories that we're going to be talking about involves a huge family murder and an unfortunate car accident that killed some teenagers. So which one do you want to take over?
I'll do the massacre.
Okay.
I like massacres, especially the Texas Chainsaw one. So the first story that we're going to be talking about is the Hungate Massacre. This took place in June of 1864. So if you guys see us looking off, it's because we're reading our notes. We did some research. Well, she did most of the research. It was my idea for this video. But yeah, so if you see us looking off, that's why we're reading our notes.
And if we're kind of stumbling across words and stuff like that, it's because we never ever read off of notes doing our videos.
Yeah.
But we wanted to get these really right so that it's as accurate as possible for you guys. So that's why, like you said, we're gonna keep looking at our notes, and so yeah, just keep that in mind.
Alright. Nathan Hungate and a ranch hand searching for stray cattle left his home on the Von Warmer Ranch located near the Box Elder Creek. Nathan left his wife Ellen and two daughters, Laura 2 years old and Florence 5 months old, to search for stray cattle with another ranch hand. While on the search for his cattle, he noticed smoke coming from the direction of his house. Nathan raced back to his home while his ranch hands went to get help. Upon Nathan's arrival at his home, he found his wife and two daughters dead near the well of his home. It is believed that the murders took place at the hands of renegade Indians. It is said Nathan was chased by the Indians and was murdered alongside his horse a mile away from Hungate home. All four members of the Hungate family were found scalped and mutilated. This coincides with the reports of the horse hooves being heard on the bridge and reports of baby cries, as Florence Hungate was only 5 months old when she was murdered.
Scary.
Yeah, that's pretty sad how that was actually a long time ago, 1864.
And to kind of add on to this, because I didn't put it in the notes, someone actually did some research on this massacre that took place, and it was later found on that they believe this whole murder took place because of Nathan Hungate. That he was the one that initiated the fights between a certain Indian tribe that was here in Colorado, when he killed one of the Indians that were going around these small towns and actually stealing horses from people. So it is believed that he's unfortunately the reason why his family was killed, and why it was just a pretty vicious death that they all had to go through. So that's kind of sad. And it's really, really, really sad that unfortunately his daughters lost their lives at such a young age.
Yeah.
So that's one of the stories. And the second one, and probably the most talked about here in Colorado, is the car crash of 97. This actually happened kind of it is in June. It's kind of crazy that these two big events happened in June. Obviously many years apart. Weird. But the car crash took place in June of 1997, and it is kind of it's actually a really sad story. And it's also widely reported that in this town where Third Bridge is actually located, that the residents of this town have a lot of problems with teenagers going down to see if this paranormal stuff is actually taking place on the bridge. And unfortunately, this next story ends with tragedy. So there was 2 carloads of teenagers. There was 15 in total, from the ages of 11 to 17, and this is what I found out. One summer evening, for a night of fright, it was near 11 p.m. as the 2 cars sped down the 25-mile-per-hour road at 70 miles an hour in search of the bridge. As the first vehicle crested on the very large hill that lies to the west of the bridge, the driver, a female who was 16, lost control of her Toyota Corolla, veering off to the left side of the bridge, then skidding nearly 80 feet before hitting the guardrail. The car then slid down 47 feet off the guardrail, which impaled the car through the windshield, before falling 15 more feet into the Kiowa Creek below. Landing on the driver's side of the vehicle, one teen, age 14, died on impact. Another, age 12, died from her injuries early the next morning in a local area hospital. The driver was thrown from the vehicle and is still paralyzed from her injuries today. The second car, a Dodge Shadow, attempted to avoid the first vehicle, flew off the road and into the trees alongside the bridge. However, all occupants of that vehicle recovered from their injuries. Some reports of the haunting at the Third Bridge mention seeing the ghost of a girl standing in the middle of the bridge. Could this be the spirit of the teen who lost her life on that fateful night? At least one thing is certain: this tragic accident has been found to be true, and is possibly the only one account of accidents that have occurred on this fateful bridge, which is actually not true, because we
just found out that there have been I think 5 more crashes since 97.
With one actually pretty recently.
Yeah.
Due to this accident in particular, the hill west of the bridge today is not the same as it was back then. In December of 1997, road crews took off 12 feet off the top of the once 50-foot hill in hopes that it would make it safer. That's kind of crazy, because as my brother has said, he's been begging me to go to this certain bridge, and I'm just one that I don't want to go in search of paranormal activity, because you never know what you're going to bring home. So this is kind of another reason why I wouldn't want my brother to risk his life going out there, because as I said, these residents have said that there's usually groups of like 15 teenagers on any given night out on the bridge trying to see if they could catch anything.
Keep in mind, there's no streetlights out there.
Yes,
Everything's pitch black. It's in the middle of nowhere, pretty much.
on a dirt road.
Yeah, on a dirt road. So people that are coming down the road might not see the teenagers that are sitting on the road or walking around trying to look for stuff.
Yeah. Keep in mind that this was not like the full video that you guys should be expecting every Saturday. As we said, this is just a little bit of a teaser of what's to come on Saturdays now. So we hope that you guys liked this.
If you did, click that like button. Also, comment down below what urban legends you want us to talk about, or conspiracy theories, or any paranormal stories that you have that you want us to tell.
Or maybe even let us know if there's any urban legends around where you guys might live. And if there is, comment that down below as well, or send it to us on our social medias. The links of our social medias will be in the description below.
We hope you guys like this video. Keep an eye out for more of these on Saturdays. So turn on your notifications. It's a little bell. I'll probably put it up on the video to show you what it looks like. Click that and you'll get notified whenever we come out with a new video. Thank you guys for your support. Keep your head up.
Keep your heart strong.
Bless up.
You know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.